Hey, this is Charles Bailey with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Ashen Stars. Woo! This is Abundance 5. This is the second adventure of the crew of the of the holiday. In the last adventure, a group of lasers have been hired by the fractured government of Abundance 5 to help... Fractured, well, because, there's the Cowboys, the Rebels, and the Karenites. They were kind of, had some weird thing on the moon going on, and you guys checked it out, and it turns out there's an alien artifact emitting some sort of weird signal. There are these, insect cyborg drone things.
We made the logical choice to shoot everything and steal it.
you did technically steal it. You see,
technically.
The alien artifact, golden
No, by
sphere.
every legal definition, we stole it.
Until we are proven correct. Once we are proven correct, then we will be saviors and heroes.
Yep.
Much like the proverbial carrot.
So,
the Earthicans will throw parades in our honor.
let me...
God, I hope not.
Let's see here. Get your player names again, because I switched notebooks. So I need to do that. Jason, what is yours?
Val1138.
Val1138. All right. Renee?
Ethel Voltaire.
Ethel Voltaire, of course. How could I forget that?
I don't know.
You're KC, right, Tom?
I'm Casey.
All right. And David?
I am Dr. Io Wow.
Io Wow. All right. And you have Colby. I forgot what faction was he. Was he a cowboy or was he?
He was a cowboy.
He was one of the cowboys. He was also...
He's a stowaway your ship. You have, is it Barry or Gary?
It's Gary.
Gary, all right.
Barry's the other one.
It's Barry's, yeah. Weird how I mixed those up. Weird.
we have Captain Gary, whom we located under a park bench.
Gary's the OG, though.
Yes. So you're going to, let's see here. Duzak. It is the Duzak Alpha. It is the system with a death world that Dr. Lynn Yama is currently on. She is studying.
Oh, look, we found a death world.
Yes, it is a death world. It's classified as that. So
the appropriate emotional response to that would be either glee or fear.
So you have for free. You have very basic information. You have the coordinates. Basic to warp there. You have warp travel. By the way, I actually looked at the book. You use shuttles. Your spaceship stays in orbit, so it didn't really come up. It'll probably come up in this one. So
now that you know,
you have a shuttle.
Automatically, it was a lot more fun.
Yeah. Well, you have a shuttle and you have a ship, and let's see here. So you have the basic information. She's on the Death World. Duzak Alpha 3, third planet from its sun, is classified as Death World. She is currently doing a xenoarchaeological excavation. No, for 0 points, you don't get any other information. You do know she has 4 assistants with her.
Did we refresh?
Yes, you've refreshed everything. This is a brand new adventure.
Sweet.
You get to heal all your boo-boos and restore all your points as your brain don't hurt no more.
I was hurt in this game.
Yeah, weird. All that combat and chasing and monsters and...
It is all right. I have staple gunned you back together.
Yep.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, you got time to duck?
So, you have some time to... you don't have to immediately warp into system. So if you want to take do some research ahead of time, do some prep work, or you can also tell me how you want to approach it. You could do the standard, get as close as possible, and then open a hailing frequency to her research station on Duzak 3.
That approach tends to attract missiles.
Yeah, certainly you've attracted a lot of attention. Certainly word will probably spread that you have absconded with an alien artifact.
Once they realize that we have in fact absconded, it will take a while for the pacifiers to wear off, and once they do...
Yeah, you got some lead. Yeah, lead time. And you're also lasers, and that's a backwards world, so you would be not out of the way. It would not be possible to talk your way out of trouble if you ran into other lasers or combine officials or whatever. So you could also stop off somewhere if you wanted to go get supplies. I assume not, because you guys...
One good thing that is in our favor is the fact that the Cowboys and the Renegades both have an aversion to long-range space-based communication.
Yeah, they can. The Karenites do have long-range communications. They definitely have that. But yeah, it'll take it.
But considering that the leader of the Karenites was one of the ones pacified.
Well,
And pacification is worn off.
anyways, even if
Word's getting out no matter what we do.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
there.
word's getting out. But it's a big lawless, mostly lawless. That's why you guys have jobs in the first place. Galaxy out there, so you don't have to worry about an immediate response. So what do you want to do before you warp in, and what kind of approach? You don't have to. I'm not going to draw a solar system map, but you can tell me like, do you want to be hyper aggressive and try and get in there as fast as possible? Do you want to be as slow and paranoid, as cautious as possible? Are you making any assumptions about whether or not there are what are you afraid of the most? Like what is your biggest priority? Dealing with making sure that the artifact is secure, scanning it, or checking for enemies. What kind of enemies? I don't know. You tell me what you want. How you want to do this.
First question.
You could also ask Gary, because he's technically your captain.
First question.
Oh, Gary.
Please refresh my memory as to which weapons we did purchase for the ship.
That should be on one of your sheets.
Write it down.
Your ship is a runner, which is a standard
Yeah,
ship.
you're the gunner guy.
It's an all
Let me go
rounder.
back through it real quick.
Did you write it down?
I did
Somebody
not. That's
did.
why I was asking.
I fly the thing. The shoot part's his thing.
And of course, the minute I open the book, the first thing I see is food journal. Horrified to think of what you keep in your other journal.
That's the other character. He like. Oh, you
Yeah, I didn't
probably
mention
don't want to know
spaceship
what's in
combat
this.
is certainly possible. It is not guaranteed, obviously, but it is something that could come up because you're in your spaceship and you have something that other people are willing to use violence to get. Because an alien artifact like this is intrinsically valuable.
My vote is that we go in stealthily,
Okay.
subtly.
I agree. We got hopefully plenty of moons.
Like I don't know.
Or
I
astronaut
don't know.
entities.
Fly casual.
There's six planets in the system. You could warp in at the outer edge of the system, around the sixth planet, and then do a scan to see, and then do a leapfrogging approach, looking for other planetary bodies, asteroids, and that kind of thing. To use that to cover your approach. You could also do a slow, cool approach where you basically, space. You keep going forever, because of dynamics. There's nothing slowing you down. Basically, turn off your engines and just coast for a while. The downside of that is that it's going to take a long time. You also have to let the ship cool down. So that will be really miserable and slow for you.
Well, I mean, Gary's got his bench.
There's also once you get warp in around the sixth planet, you can see if there's any asteroid belts or debris fields that if you want to, that would be the safest in terms of avoiding detection, but obviously riskier in terms of, running into something, flying into something.
Come on, guys.
Or you can make
could
spins
trust
now
me.
to know more about the system before you head in.
Astronomy.
Astronomy would be great.
We have
I'll spend one.
All right. Okay, so for 1 point, you pull up some star charts. You do know there is a prominent asteroid belt starting at the fifth planet, and then there are several asteroids that go pretty near the third planet, so you could use those as cover, kind of leapfrogging across those.
Okay.
Downside is obviously micrometeorites and other things like that are going to make it kind of annoying. Like if you want to go slow, you can be safe, but if you want to go fast, you're going to take damage because things slamming into your ship. So you know that, so you can do that approach without making any more spends. You also know a little bit about Duzak 3. It's classified as partially terraformed, which is unusual. It has a breathable atmosphere. It has life on it. It is classified as extremely hostile and other. So,
But we don't know why it's hostile.
that's its. He used astronomy to figure this out. So, like, it's basically like he clicked on the Duzak 3 thing, said, "Oh yeah, it's got life. It's weird." So the astronomers don't, spend too much time on biology. So if you had some sort of biological skill, you could do some
Like
research on
biosignatures?
Biosignatures would be scanning an in-planet.
That's kind of what I figured.
About
Zoology?
botany?
Zoology would be a great skill.
I have a point in zoology I can spend.
Okay.
What about botany?
Botany, actually, if you both want to spend, I could give you the full story.
Done and done.
Okay.
Science!
Yep, Duzak 3 is classified as a death world, because, which is unusual for something with an atmosphere that you can breathe in, because usually death worlds are, not just like, will kill you if you breathe, because it's
Like
back
Venus.
Yeah. Well, Venus would not class. It's like, it has to be more dangerous than Venus in order to be a death
How the
world.
fuck?
Well, and yeah, exactly. It has. How could this be? It was terraformed. It was in the process of being terraformed as a colony world when the war hit, and then something happened, and they believe it involved some sort of genetically engineered superviruses or viruses, or the terraforming machinery interacted with something else. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but the vegetation just started mutating, and there was this earth species of vegetation called kudzu that was crossbred with other things like Venus flytraps and various other species.
Why?
Yeah.
It's like, because we can.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
And so
It is a salad. That
it is a
bites back.
jungle world, lots of storms, very humid, very hot. And just incredibly rapid, and in order to survive, the vegetation has to grow incredibly fast in order to survive all these storms. And as a result, also, there is wildlife, though. And these, actually, the dominant species on the planet are these, what are called mega herbivores. Genetically engineered plant eaters.
Megafauna.
That are, well, specifically, there's rumors that there's some sort of apex predator on there, but no one has any proof of it. But there's, giant elephant creature, well, bigger, they look like elephants, but much bigger. And they're very territorial. And they're very they love eating plants, and they love crushing smaller creatures.
They love crushing.
I don't know, like,
creatures.
we interviewed them. It's like, what's your favorite things?
Plants
eating
and crushing people.
plants and crushing people.
It was more because they kept crushing people that they didn't interview them so much. So it's extremely hostile to human life, even though you can breathe. So that's what you find out. It's you also know a little bit with that spin. You can also get genetic information if you want to whip up some sort of
like bug spray, maybe.
yeah, bug spray,
Plant
something
spray.
like that. Yeah. So you could just remind me in the future. You can get some additional benefit from that. So anything else you want to do before you hit into it? The astronomy. You have, of course, following the asteroids.
I mean, do we want to, like, once we get there, scan the planet and figure out where exactly on the planet we're going?
You'll have a hailing frequency. You'll have to make contact with Dr. Linyama. You don't have, an up-to-date map of the planet itself, so she'll have to tell you. Again, it's covered in clouds and, storms, and that kind of thing, so... you have basic maps. It's probably there are mountainous areas that are, free of the jungle, so it's probably going to be one of those areas. Let's see here. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you go?
So do you want to go...
Now that we are aware of the danger of the vegetation, perhaps we could come up with an herbicide.
You certainly could. How do you want to do that? You have limited resources on the ship, and also, how much herbicide? I mean, how much pesticide do you want?
I would not call it pesticide, as we
Herbicide.
are not trying to take out pests as much as we are trying to clear vegetation that tries to eat us first.
Tomato. Anyways.
Potato, a dildo.
2 billion credits worth of technology. I traded all in for one lousy can of Raid.
More machete.
Dude, that's really harsh on the bugs.
So, actually, no, it's okay.
It's not the bug's fault, man. It's
No,
the plane.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Excuse me.
There's no bugs.
Present company excluded.
Like, seriously, man. You're bonkers.
Would you like to know more?
So, yeah, if you want to make, you can make enough, you can make some herbicide, but like what? How do you want to apply
or
it?
some specially designed off spray.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you can do that. That'll be. You can each have one dose of it.
Okay.
What ability are you using for that?
No, not me.
Okay.
I fly and repair things.
Yeah. So who wants to do that? You can make that part of your 2-point spend if you want to have that be your additional benefit of biology and botany. Or zoology and botany, I'm sorry.
I guess, yeah. Do you want to make that the...
Okay. With that, I'll say each of you has one can of it. You can, if you get wrapped up in plants, you can, if someone can spray you with it, or you can manage to hit it yourself, it'll cause the plants to retreat. So you get one free, got grabbed by vines,
Escape.
Yeah.
So it's not preventative, it is...
Well, you can use it as preventative too, but it's just like how much it's a jungle world with frequent storms, so the water's going to,
Sure.
The rain is going to dilute its effectiveness, and two, like how much you have a spray can each of it, so like how much matter can you affect with that? Like,
yeah. Okay.
If you want to get vats of that stuff, you can, but you're going to have to go to a station and pick some up. You have credits to spare if you want to do that, but you'd have to trade. You'd also be delaying the time it takes you to get there,
I don't think we're going to do that.
Yes.
And possibly someone recognizing
Getting
you.
Like,
Trail.
this thing inevitably starts affecting our minds, and
Oh yeah, as you look at the sphere, it's now 6 feet in diameter.
so we should probably let's do this quickly.
It's shrunk.
Like,
It's like half size.
And for the record, we have a Peace Fist, a Whomper, and a Fairy Duster installed in this vessel.
Okay.
like, weapons in this galaxy are way too cutely named. What's the planet destroyer? The Whammy Kablammy.
Accurate. Although I feel that the Whomper is probably the most effective weapon out of our...
Anyways, there actually is a handout that
And the cannon is
has,
the Rudy Tooty aim and shooting.
the descriptions of what they do. So yeah. I actually know what these mean now. So,
Rats.
yeah.
Good
I
job,
do
Ross.
believe
So-
that the
so you
Peace
have
Fist
Peace Fist,
disables their
Whomper.
weapons.
And what was the other one?
Fairy Duster.
Fairy Duster. Okay.
The Fairy Duster makes
Okay.
them think that there's more of us than there are.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'll stop
Not
this.
necessarily more of us than we are, but we're firing more weapons at them.
By the way, I'm going to say Gary has a pool of 6 in naval tactics because you guys found him on a park bench, which is pretty good for someone you found
I'm
on a
impressed
park
he
bench.
has that much.
Yeah. So,
How do I get myself out of this chicken shit?
Secure that
so,
shit.
but one of you guys will have to. I'll let whoever wants to make a. You can jointly decide how many points he spends if he has to make a test or whatever like that.
Okay.
So, anyways, so you have a course, pilot, Casey, to go from asteroid to asteroid. Now, do you want to have to make a helm control test, or do you want to play it safe?
Helm control.
All right. How difficult do you want to make it? You can be difficulty 3 to 6. Obviously, the higher the difficulty, the more stealthy you are.
Maximum effort.
You want a 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You don't need those helm control points for anything else, do you?
Nope.
Okay. How many did you spend?
10 total.
How many did you spend?
I spent 5.
Okay. Yeah.
I rolled a 5, so 10.
All right.
It's like this.
All right, you warp into the system. You
The odds
had
of
minimal.
successfully navigating an asteroid field of this density is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Like,
Thank you for telling me the odds.
Actually, no.
I really appreciate when you tell me the odds.
Anything about Leafs or wins.
No, actually, I have earbuds in. It's like, huh? I'm listening to insect death metal.
Yeah, you guys are actually having to be belted
Locust
in.
Swarm is amazing.
Because he's going through the densest part of the asteroid.
And I'm basically gunning it.
Yeah, he's gunning it. He's going to maximum speed. You feel that inertia. And he's just doing some crazy spins. It's really sick.
Essentially, this is the part, this is the really awesome, cinematic part of the flight.
Who is the hailer?
I think she is.
Tom's.
There is a signal that is broadcasting unencrypted. It's you can listen to it for free. It's on a repeat. It's an automated message.
I would love to listen to it.
Okay. You hear a woman's voice. Hello, this is Idle from the Monarchs. If you're listening to this and you have a golden just opportunity in hand, I think you know what I mean. If you do, if our intel is right, contact this probe, this automated drone, because we're looking for you, and we'd be happy to trade for it. If not, don't worry. We have an eye on this system, and we'll find you sooner or later. And if we have to find you, it's not going to be pleasant. But
For you.
Well, it's an automated message, so
I relay this to everybody else.
To know more?
yeah. So Idle from the Monarchs is
Who
looking
are
for
the
you.
Monarchs?
Well, do you have downside?
I do indeed.
I do not.
They're a gang. That's your 0 point thing. They're a gang. They also do mercenary work.
1 point spent.
1 point spent. Okay. The Monarchs, they all take their names from they apparently were also in another synth culture world, another resort world. This was a based on Versailles, and so they all have they rebelled, stole someone's spaceship and some rich person's spaceship, and became mercenaries. So there's the Baron, the Count, Idol. For some reason, there was a karaoke room, so she was, she's kind of a J-pop idol, but everyone else is themed after a French aristocrat. Ruthless mercenaries. Pretty bad in terms of being good people. They're terrible people. They will kill or steal anything. And someone hired them to get that sphere. So with that 1 point spend, you know that. You can know one weakness. You could either, if you want to, you can either know get the profile of one member or something about their ship if you want.
I would like to know something about their ship.
Their ship is normally classified as a junker, so you have that profile, so you can recognize that if it pops up anywhere in system. So you won't get surprised by it unless you guys are, distracted by something else. So you have the signature of the
No.
yeah. So you also know there probably someone. Obviously, whoever is behind this hired them and obviously predicted that you would be coming here. So either they saw you, someone got sensor readings of you leaving the abundance system, or he knows a lot more about this artifact and took a guess that you would show up here. He might have eyes on the university world where there's other xenoarchaeologists who might be able to understand this. So who knows? But it means that they have inside information on you in some way, or they're able to predict your every move.
Info dump to the party.
Yep. So you have that information. Now you have to open now you can make an energy signature spend if you want to just scan the planet of Duzak 3 to figure out where the research station is. And where the landing pad is, and just go down cold without telling her, which would obviously be better for stealth, but that's going to be an awkward thing. Mm-hmm. Or you can open hailing frequencies and there's an encryption thing, so they won't be able to spy on you. But if they have sensors and drones, they'll be able to know that someone is communicating with someone on the planet,
Right?
Because they'll be able to see the encrypted comms traffic. Or you can hunt down the probe, but that's more resources you have to spend to do that. And then they know you blew up their probe. So So, what do you want to do? You want to go down and just knock on their front door, Dr. Yama's front door, and be like, "Hey!"
How did we know Dr. Yama? I don't remember.
You only know her by reputation. She's one of the few people. One of you made a spend on to know that she was an expert xenoarchaeologist. She'd be one of the. There's only two places that you can go to research the artifact: her or a university. Mm-hmm. But the university, has lots of people there. So you chose the person on the Death World, which I mentioned was a Death World. So
You did.
way nicer than the university.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
What exactly is this world? I am given to understand that it might be what could be called a death world.
Yep.
So by death world, we mean a world full of death.
I'm sorry. I'm Deaf World. They're just big fans of Def Leppard. Other 80s hair metal. So.
Oh, well, pour some sugar on me.
But
Damn it.
So the standard thing would be to just open up Hales and be like, "Can we come and can you look at our weird artifact thing?" Now that it's only 6 feet diameter, it'll fit in the shuttle.
Should we be afraid?
I don't know. Should you?
Yes.
probably.
Actually, I'm more like
It's a floating golden sphere.
I'm trying to ignore it, which is why I have music playing.
What's in your cargo bay? Your ship is big enough to have a cargo bay.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also like that's why I like not thinking about it. Look, I'm up here doing my thing.
You also have to figure out how you're going to deal with the ship you're all going to have to go down to the world to talk to Dr. Yama. What are you going to do with the ship while it's up there? Yeah. Anyways.
It's like, hey, Gary, fire me if you dare.
For the ship, you could tell Gary to stay on the ship and power down, essentially, except for life support. So he's just clinging to an asteroid, freezing his ass off.
Him and Colby having a grand old time.
They're friends.
Yep.
Good news.
They
is
can
that
share
since
their
ship is a
body
junker,
heat.
Yeah.
that
That'll
means-
make it next to impossible to find. So
especially in these asteroids. But on the other hand, if it does come into a one-on-one fight, we might have a bit of an advantage in that our ship is more
Like not a junker.
less of a junker. Yes.
the stats are weird actually. They could win a fight. I mean, your ship is all rounder. The junker has advantages and disadvantages over your ship. So it don't worry if it comes to that, we'll be able to do that. Anyways, so you just want to do the standard thing and talk to her.
You're the talker.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, like, man, if I talk to her, they have a trail. If I don't talk to her, there's no trail.
Well, I mean, they might be able to see your shuttle go down to the planet anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to take the shuttle. We can't just take the whole ship down.
Well, they'd be able to see the whole ship.
Right.
Like, you don't have a stealth thing. Like, there's no asteroid that you can...
Oh, you want to bet?
Well, I mean, there's no asteroid to get you onto the planet and for you to still be alive. Like,
You want to bet? I like his enthusiasm.
Yeah.
at some point, you can't hide on the asteroid.
Come on, look how big this guy is. I trust him.
Okay.
Seriously, look
I
at
don't
his
know.
muscles. Look at that.
We want to... I don't know. I guess just do the standard thing in hail, because if they're going to see us anyways,
Yeah.
better not being shot at from both sides.
Well, they'll pick up the radio. They'll pick up the comms track at first. They may not necessarily, since it's encrypted, they won't be able to listen to you. So they may assume it's normal traffic. So, but yeah, when you take your shuttle down, that'll probably be the real. That's going to hit the clock. 'Cause they're obviously not in system now because they have this automated probe that's. They clearly misjudged you. They thought you would just be mercenaries who would be willing to sell it to the highest bidder.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right. So, Ethel, you want to...
Yeah, man, I'll open up a communications channel with Dr. Yama.
Yep.
Hey, Dr. Yama.
Hello?
What's going on?
I'm very, very busy with research.
Yeah, well, we got this cool thing that we want to show you. It's very mysterious and
I'm sorry, who are you?
right up your alley. We're some people.
You're some people, and you have something cool to show me.
Yeah.
Are you a boss mall? Or a mall boss?
Yeah. How did you know?
I've talked to other people like you.
You're
before.
really in touch with...
It's not a seashell, is it?
Nah, man. It's a cool, like,
Tree bark?
There's nobody in this universe
It's a ball.
except for a bunch of people at a university who could look at this and tell us what it is. You could.
It's a floating ball. Tell her it's a floating
It's like a ball that like floats, and there's some bug people, like, but robot bug people.
Wait.
So we
What?
just want to come down and show you. Is that cool?
What was this? Was it in an underground structure, kind of spherical?
Yeah, man. How did you know?
Did it emit a signal?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Have you found the receiving dish?
I don't know.
It was a structure. Have you scanned it was on a? Was it on a planet or a moon?
A moon.
The planet that it was near, that moon's planet. Did you scan the polar ice caps?
No. See, we didn't even know that. That's why we need to bring this thing down and talk to you.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Here are the coordinates for the landing pad. I've been sort of understaffed recently, and I wasn't expecting a resupply mission for a few months, so I haven't run the flamers for a while. So, but are you, I'm just gonna take a guess. Are you a crew of lasers?
Yeah.
Okay, so the jaunt from the landing pad to the station is a bit
Fun.
For lasers, probably.
Cool.
He's just like,
yeah. So you don't. I haven't. I
like this. God, your face is hideous.
Natasha, did you refuel the flamethrowers? No. What, Natasha? I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't.
Natasha's harsh, man.
Well, we weren't expecting resupply, and we're really backed up with work here. But yes, I would love to take a look at this. I will be waiting for you, but just good luck. And if don't try and fight the creatures that are bigger than you. You'll just anger them.
I mean, what is big, really?
Bigger than you?
Val,
But I mean,
do we
I
happen to
am
have flamethrowers in the
universe.
ship's arsenal? Or do we have something that we could rig up?
The flamethrowers are for the vegetation, but yeah. Just if you see it like an elephant, just run. Well, you won't see the hippos.
All right, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell my peeps.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Not seeing the hippos is a wonderful thing. It is my
Ross, can
understanding that Earth
I
hippos
combine
are...
explosive devices with kinetic spin to build a flamethrower?
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, guys. Watch out for the hippos that you can't see.
You know you're coming with us, right?
Yeah, but I'm not worried.
Well,
She said to watch out for things that are bigger than me, and like I am the universe. So you know,
Ethel does have a point.
she makes a very good point.
that's right, man.
She's got great points. I'm sorry. What?
We should not worry about anything that is smaller than Ethel.
All right. So,
Wait. What about viruses?
all right. So you're going to be at Helms again. Is there a separate skill for shuttles? I think I can't remember if there is.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, there is shuttlecraft.
Yep. Got any points in that?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Almost as though he was required to.
Yeah. Well, you definitely want to make a roll for that because you're coming in during a storm.
Well,
It's beautiful, man.
that's I'm not going to
for-
spend as much.
Okay.
But I'm
How
definitely-
many? How many?
I'll spend 3,
3. Okay. Out
Like-
of
6.
okay.
Like
Just enough to get back up.
essentially, like so. Like this could suck. So just here we go. It's like
We might experience a little turbulence and then explode.
it's like eat everything. swing! Yeah!
Okay.
As I sing along.
Good.
Here we go.
Sing Galaxy Quest.
6.
6. All right. Very good. You are all in your. It's basically kind of like an alien dropship from Aliens. You know, you have the big cargo harness on. The sphere does not seem to move. It's kind of. It's very odd for you to look at because no matter how much the ship is shaking, it's not shaking, and you're not sure how that could be.
It's just like a chicken meal.
Yeah, it's like gyro stabilized.
You
or
should
something
probably
like
sit
that.
on it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
There's no place to sit. It's just round. There's no place to sit.
But yeah, I'm singing, my race's death metal lyrics while flying down.
Yeah, winds are very strong. Rain is very strong.
We're in the pike. 5
Yep.
by 5.
And you can see there's a landing pad at the base of a mountain. And it is heavily vegetated. There are vines already growing over it. With a 6, you manage to find the exact spot where your landing struts can set down on the landing pad itself without, being sort of on the vine. So it's a few hundred meters to get to the door. It's an exposed sort of catwalk.
Like, why?
Because that way our thruster engines will soften the landing so that those vines do not attempt to eat us upon walking out.
You do realize these are repulsor lifts and not retro rockets.
Well, yeah, you can't really burn.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
you can't use the shuttle.
I'm guessing these are more like anti-grav kind of things we're using.
I'm not going to look it up because.
But I'm just saying, I'm just if everything else like this, these don't burn. These hover.
You do have a laser cannon mounted on your shuttlecraft.
It's like, hey Val, you want to shoot the shit out of that? And,
Yeah, the pathway is just overgrown.
You don't understand. I would love to.
Like, okay, here, listen to this. Get you in the mood.
All right. So that is.
It's all about
battle console.
If there's not a gunnery skill, I would.
That's what it is.
Battle consoles. Skill.
You can.
All right.
It's about.
Or you could use shooting because it's a shuttlecraft weapon.
It's a song about killing and eating your enemies. Most metal of our planet's like that.
All right.
We'll go shooting because I think.
Yeah, we call it
foreshadowing over here.
We call it fodder wave.
Yeah.
I'll spend 2.
All right.
That'll be a 4.
With a 4, you shoot some. You realize, it's several hundred meters length,
Right.
And you realize if your laser cannon is definitely strong enough to damage the catwalk if you shoot too close.
Right.
That's why they use flamethrowers because it is hardened against the catwalk is hardened against fire,
Should
but
run
napalm. Lasers.
did.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So you weaken it a little bit, but are you choosing the landing pad itself or the metal catwalk leading to that? So I'll choose
shoot at.
Yeah.
The landing pad.
Okay, yeah, you cleared the landing
I don't
pad.
want the ship getting bug blower inside.
Yeah.
Like I got the flamethrower for the catwalk.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can get the landing pad. That's a pretty tight area, so that's not too hard to clear back, except for directly underneath the ship, or the shuttlecraft, obviously, because line of fires and all that. So, but yeah, you can open that up. What marching order are you going in? Because
I think he should be on
I'll
point.
go first.
Okay, who's pushing the sphere? Where is the sphere next, or is that at the end? Or
I'll
I
push.
will provide additional cover.
I'll push the sphere.
okay, so
David's got tail end.
Okay.
And so these two will push.
Yeah, come on.
I'm going to set my disruptor pistol to kill,
Set phasers to torture.
and I will also leave it on Beaconator just in case.
okay. All right, so you head the way.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a shooting chest to flamethrow things.
All right. I'll spend another 3.
Okay.
I like how flamethrowing is a verb.
No, it is now.
That'll be a 5.
All right. Yeah, you start clearing the way. Give me a sense trouble check.
Okay.
The hell?
What the actual fuck?
All right, we'll take a break for a second. Anyways, we're back. Commerce and internet and shipping. Exciting. So, anyways, your flamethrowing things. Yeah, give me a sense trouble check.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll allow anyone in the party to make one sense trouble check.
I will spend 2.
Okay.
Actually, I will spend 3.
Okay.
Total of 5.
Okay. With a 5, you realize you successfully point out that there are little snapper mouths on on these vines. They're pretty big, so you need to watch your landing. You also realize once you get past the shuttle, which is kind of shielding you from the wind, you're all going to have to make athletic checks to hold on, so to avoid getting knocked off the catwalk. Because hey, it's a storm.
It's a death planet.
Yeah, weird how I foreshadowed this. It's very subtle.
Hold up just a moment and tie ourselves together with the standard rope.
Okay.
You know what we need? Some rope.
All right. So you got the flamethrowing underway, so you can you don't have to make any more checks for that.
Okay.
But everyone needs to give me an athletics check.
Val, please hold still a
please.
moment while I tie this around your waist.
Hurry up, they're moving faster. I think it's regrowing as I burn it.
Well, the
I'll
Emperor
spend
has been
3.
Did you spend any time?
That'd be
Yep.
6.
What'd you get? That's
I
a
got
3.
4.
Is that
2.
Oh.
Spent 2.
Oh, you did spend.
I did.
Please say you're
7.
spending before you roll.
I'm spending 2.
I did.
Okay.
I did say that, right?
I have 4.
All right. So everyone got at least a 4.
Yeah.
All right. So none of you are knocked off. Good job.
Yay!
It's about 20 meters down.
We are the
although
best.
it looks pretty soft. I mean, it's all green down there. So
Yeah,
There's probably a lot of
super soft and
Yeah.
full of teeth.
well. There's also
Did you
there's
know
also a
that
lot
the-
of bitey mouths
Yeah.
too.
Did you know that the Earthican Venus flytrap is actually unusual in that it is a plant that knows how to count to 2? Believe it or not, it is able to detect the difference between whether a rock has landed in its open mouth or a fly based on the number of times that the object touches. And since a fly always touches with more than 6 legs...
give me a motion suppression check. You're saying this, but you're on a death world. There's biting mouths. There's a flint in front of you.
It is quite an interesting species.
So that's a 3. So I don't think that makes. Difficulty is 4. So you're freaking out right now a little bit. Let's see how that works out.
Like, oh darn!
Hey man, he's just like rambling now.
Let's see.
I think it's like
I'm imagining the tunnel sequence from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
you mean hell? Which I love. It's such a whimsical movie, and then that happens.
The fires of hell are burning.
But yeah, you're also watching them burn plants, which, even if they are deadly plants, it's not fun. Let's see.
Tell me they shriek.
Let's see here. All right, you have 2 choices, David. One, you can either
Fire.
take self-destructive
Fire,
action
God of
to
hell.
slake your freshly
bring
stirred
you.
instincts, or you can resist the impulse at the cost of concentration and mental energy. So, self-destructive or, let's see here. Or at the cost of concentration and mental energy. Which do you take?
I'm going to continue my spiel
Okay.
while very calmly
Uh-huh.
flicking the knife out in ritual scarification.
Okay.
Awesome.
Actually,
Roll a d6.
Actually,
Minus 1.
look at him like, oh, okay, he's handling it.
3.
All right. Yeah, you take that much damage. So, yeah, he's doing that.
Oh shit! I'm pushing the sphere. Like, is the sphere reflective?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm seeing him do it in the reflection.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's weird.
So the jungle is, you can see it's about 10, 15 meters. It is the tree line. Obviously, you could basically see the big gap of vegetation is the range is the range of the flamethrowers that they use, obviously, because that's where it's been burned back. And it's, or maybe a little less than that, because obviously it's been growing up a little more. But you can see some large shape to your right in the tree line moving out of it. It's some sort of, it's obviously some sort of creature. You can't really get a good look of it now, but it's slowly pushing its way through the trees forward.
Contact right.
All right, what do? It's just outside of the range of your flamethrower at this moment. So,
I keep burning, but I start trying to pick up the pace a bit.
okay, if you want to do that, that's another flamethrower test.
Yeah.
Or athletics if you just want to jump over this stuff.
Contact right, you say?
If you make the flamethrower test, then no one else has to make a check, or you can just say,
Yeah, I'll take that.
all right,
I'll spend another 3
all right.
for a 7.
All right, there you go. Yeah, you start burning more. You're using fuel more, obviously.
Sure, but
So you're most of the way through. When you see it push through the trees, it's a giant, very giant, woolly creature. You have zoology, you recognize it. It looks similar to the former Earth species of sloth, only it's about 2-3 stories tall.
oh god.
Yeah, it is pushing. It's matted fur is too thick for the vines to even grab onto. They're just getting little fists full of or teeth, mouthfuls of hair.
Ethel, is the creature dangerous?
I mean, the lady said to avoid big stuff.
It is directly in the pathway. I am not certain it is avoidable. Is the creature dangerous? Should we press on or should we
Didn't
flee?
they say that herbivores like to smash things?
Do you have zoology left?
No.
Okay, does anybody have zoology left?
Oh
No.
Okay.
no!
All right.
I'm a pilot.
Okay.
You're also
All right.
I mean, sloths are normally pretty chill. But
Well,
this one's already moving.
You can make one athletics check to rush it to beat the thing, or you could wait for it to see what, or you can wait to see what it does, or you can walk directly in front of it essentially. So you can stop where you are and see what it does next for free. You could walk at the quicken pace. You're almost there, or you could just make one mad dash to get there. So
I got plenty of athletics left, so I'm fine with booking it. But what do you
Ethel,
guys
this
got?
is your call.
I can book it, man.
okay.
You want to book it?
Casey?
Bug guy?
I can. I have to push this thing, but I too can book it.
It seems a bit, it's keeping pace with you. It goes as fast as you do. So,
Oh, okay. It's just like, hey there, Orb. You ready to move faster?
it does nothing as far as you can perceive.
Like, okay, good. That'd actually be a little scary if I heard a very calm, reassuring voice like, "Let's do this." Like,
Let's do this.
It's like, do you like baseball, Johnny?
All right, everyone, give me athletics then.
All right.
Spending
we'll
2.
Spend 3.
7.
7.
2,
6.
All right,
7.
so everyone got at least a 4.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Everybody got at least
You
a
all
six.
get to the door.
6.
Yeah, we
Yeah, you all get to the door with the orb. Dr. Yama sees you, or actually Natasha, one of her assistants, does, and opens up the door. The sloth just kind of seems to be oblivious to you, and just kind of gradually climbs over the catwalk. You hear the metal creak under its weight, but yeah, you didn't piss it off,
Right.
Made
That's a
cognizant of what, yeah. So you all get in there, soaked to the bone, of course. You are inside the research station. Yay!
Pissed off sloth is kind of an oxymoron, really. I mean, they are like the epitome of chill.
Well, it's on a death world. It's a death world sloth, so it's a little different.
Well, and
Water
Ross,
buffalo and
Death
on
World
Skull
Sloth
Island.
was the
Yeah, exactly.
was the name of my high school ska band.
Hey, so Dr. Mercenaries, she is. Oh my God, you found another one.
Wait, another one.
This is not the first one. It's please tell me everything. So, and I will tell you everything I know. Since you brought it, I can't believe.
At this point, our heroes told them everything
Right.
they have found.
You're
up to this
brought
point.
in. You're given. You get a chance to dry off, and you tell your tale. I assume you tell them everything, and she's very wide-eyed. Her 4 assistants show up, and they're all very like, "Oh my God," taking notes and everything.
Please do not look as I take off my shirt.
There's
would be quite
changing
distracting.
rooms. They have living quarters here, so there's
Dude, I'll go shirtless. I'm proud of my body.
You're just wearing a poncho anyway.
Yeah.
So you're like,
What? Just like, hey, like I'm proud of my exoskeleton, bitch.
well, yeah, I know. Like they aren't wearing clothes on the official artwork. So, anyways, so she
Change it
says,
to dry.
this is a. I've had theories about this, but I know one that has been found before the war on another world. It'll take time to pull up the research, but it will. I do know that this has been cited before. I was part of a group. We called ourselves the Consortium. We were a group of scholars who were independently funded to investigate ruins of ancient species. We each had different theories about why there were so many ancient civilizations that we had found, or remnants of them, and what happened to them. And then the war happened, of course. And so this was found. Another sphere. It looks identical. Maybe it's a different size. It was found on a planet on a dish, sort of like a satellite dish, and it was at the center, sort of, and we called it receiving, or was it a transmitting dish? It'll take me some time to analyze this and to determine exactly what it is. I was only part of the initial find. I never got to. Several others took it, and I never found out what happened to it because, again, the war.
Doctor,
we were very
additional
secretive.
information. This sphere was originally larger in size, and it did shrink while we were traveling.
I see. Yes,
It has the ability to at least alter its size and shape,
fascinating.
but it remains a sphere.
Yes, of course. I'll do everything I can. It sounds like it's very important that the people of Abundance 5 know what this does, and I will do everything in my power to find out what it can do. Unfortunately, my resources here are extremely limited. We've been excavating. It's actually, I think, the same civilization or similar one. They seem to some sort of macro structure underneath the planet's crust. We can't even get to it. We're just doing scans of it. It would take. I mean, what timeline are you looking at? This may.
We are currently being pursued by mercenaries hired to retrieve the object at all costs.
Oh, that's.
I mean, we're aiming to kill them if they try anything.
Oh,
It won't be a problem.
I mean, we could just give them to the sloth.
However, the timing is unfortunate.
well, I don't.
Hilarious. That requires coaxing them down from space when they could just nuke us from orbit.
They want the thing.
It's the
now.
only way to be sure.
They want the thing.
That's a good movie.
We really are getting a lot of mileage out of this game, aren't we?
I'm just going to say that, well, we like, I say we watch movies.
Yeah.
These actual Earth movies, because they seem to do it the most.
No.
It's true.
But
So
look at, this is what they thought technology would be.
it's like in Star Trek. They keep referencing the 20th century for some weird reason. So I hate to ask you, but this research station, it was sort of assembled piecemeal out of other resources that were available. There was an outpost here, and I sort of cobbled it together. There is an additional site with a supercomputer container module and a miniature power reactor that would give me. I'd be able to speed up my research.
If it accelerates your timetable, I believe that we would be more than willing to do so. Do you require that we retrieve these items or transport you to them?
You need to bring them here. I can't do that here, and it's not an item. It's she shows you. It's a cargo module. Basically, it looks like a high tech shipping container. It weighs approximately 12.5 tons.
The shuttle good to lift that?
Yeah, the shuttle. Oh, yes. If you're willing to do that without damaging it, I also have an industrial groundcraft that could drag it. It's about 7 clicks that way. I have a localized map. The problem is it's in the middle of was a failed site for an expansion, and it's become kind of a. There's a water filtering system there that still works, and it's on automatic, and so the water there is. Something about that water really attracts the local wildlife. There's
The watering hole.
Yes, it is a watering hole. It's yielded unexpected benefits. We found out that there is an apex predator on this planet. We've gotten some footage of it.
Of course.
It's like, well, we can't look at it because we go mad.
Oh no, we've seen footage of it. It looks kind of like an Earth species, a tiger, but very fast and sort of must have chameleonic properties, color changing. But
Do you have any way of detecting it?
Maybe infrared.
I'm a xenoarchaeologist, not a zoologist. Let's see here.
Well, if it's warm-blooded, we could pick it up that way.
Let's see here. There is a Durag grad student whose name is... Give me the names of the Durag.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see here.
Benny?
Calabat. Calabat knows a little more about it. And he looks up and he's like, "Hi, I'm Calabat."
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Is there any way of detecting these apex predators? Other than visual.
Yeah, a couple. You wanted to know what they are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Auditory. I've got a recording of their heartbeat. So certain, if you set up he starts giving some technobabble. Basically, a sensor network. Place a bunch of sensors around an area. They could pick up the heartbeat. Or you could actually tie it to you. It's not super. It'll technically give it a range, but it won't super pinpointing. So if it's within maybe 20 meters easily. I can easily get it that sensitive. But if you try and calibrate it to much farther than 20 meters, there's a lot of interference, so it's not going to be as accurate. So I prefer accurate. So you can detect when it's within 20 meters of you.
What is the...
It has a 20-meter jump, oddly enough. So you'll have a heads up, at least. Other things, thermal. It's definitely got a high thermal output. Of course, in this storm, in this environment, it's going to be tricky to get those kind of signatures. What else? Pheromones are actually a really good way of doing that. Once the storm dies down, which is calculated in about 8 hours, I have a pheromone reader that can do that. That'll pick up its trail if you're within.
It just so happens I have a Pharaoh tracking unit built into my head. So yes,
I can give you that.
Do that.
Yeah, it's not going to work in the storm though because of the.
That's fine.
Okay.
We have thermals and we'll make do.
You could also capture an animal and use it as bait. If you want to try that.
Question.
Yeah.
As this is an apex predator, how large are its general meals?
It pretty much whatever it wants.
How often?
Not very often, actually. I mean, it's been a while, I think. Big range territory. It might not even be here. I think there's obviously more than one. I think they're given ranges a couple 100 kilometers. So I think there's only like one in the region. Most of this planet is jungle.
Yeah.
Except for the polar caps. They're super magnetized. I don't like that. Anyways.
Right. So, gentlemen and Ethel, I propose that we begin as close to immediately as we can. Time is definitely of the essence, and the longer we delay, the less that we can accelerate the timetable. The faster that we are able to obtain these two parts for the good doctor, the faster.
So we should just
can
hurry,
return.
right? Let's do this.
All right.
Let's want to take a ground vehicle.
Can Natasha refuel her fire things in the meantime, though?
Natasha's but I've got a lot of work to do.
Natasha. Come on.
Dude.
My hand turns into a gun.
Whoa! Hey, you will not threaten my research staff here. I mean,
You threaten.
It's part of her responsibilities, Dr. Yama.
do you want to make a spend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to spend with inspiration.
All right, there you go. You don't have to roll. Remember, it's a spend.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll just spend
That's good. I was
one
about to
on
do
inspiration.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
All right, Natasha will refuel the flamethrowers. They're actually mounted on the catwalk, so they don't. It's just.
Natasha, that's like really cool.
Yeah. Well, I just had to manually pump them over because it's just we jury rigged the system and it was terrible.
You do what you have. You do you.
Yeah, could you? By the way, I don't know if I don't want to. It would be really awesome if you guys would. I don't know. We're eating like synth food here. You guys brought your own food, right? Because if you're staying here, we don't have enough for all of you, at least for a long period of time. That would be
I can eat damn near anything.
Yeah. Don't eat the plants here. Why
would I? Well, God. Oh, eat plant. Oh.
Yeah, we lost a grad student that way. They keep growing inside your stomach. It's really gross. Anyway,
do you humans eat plants?
Normally, yes.
I'm so sorry.
So if you could shoot, I don't know, like a hippo or one of the mega deer.
Avoid the hippos.
Could you shoot a mega deer? Oh God, mega deer steak would be amazing.
No promises. We'll keep our eyes out.
Okay.
I mean, he does like to kill.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, seriously, his face doesn't show well, but when he's killing something, you can just tell he's in his zone.
Okay.
If we kill it, can you get it back here though?
Just load it in the cargo thing, or just tie it to the hood.
Shall we? Yeah, let's take the ground vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
because I have more points in drive right now.
Right.
It's a massive it's like
Half
Can
track.
it carry a mega deer?
It's very wide. But think monster truck in terms of size. It's lower to the ground, but like
Oh yeah,
huge tires.
Is it decorated like the Kool-Aid Man?
Sure. Yeah.
For some reason, I'm picturing a treaded vehicle that looks like something out of the old G.I. Joe cartoons.
Only decorated like the Kool-Aid Man.
There you go. Yeah, that's
All
exactly
right.
it.
That's our
Grad
vehicle,
students have funny humor.
Yeah.
Funny sense of humor comes out. So, it's 7 clicks away. Dr. Yama will be watching you, through the cameras,
space potato chips.
Yeah. It's her industrial vehicle. They only have one spare vehicle after that, so kind of want to keep a good eye on that.
I was like, I'll treat it just like it was my own.
All right. Are you going to follow the standard path to it, or are you going to?
I do believe.
You can. You see the overlay map. You can see the access. It looks like a sinkhole kind of opened up where they set down a lot of these. There's multiple cargo modules of these shipping containers kind of things. Looks like the ground. They just a freighter dumped them here. A freighter shuttle dumped them here, and the ground partially collapsed. So, and then somehow for some reason the water filtration system kicked on and started filtering all the water. And so, the one that you're looking for is in the watering hole. It is so you have to fish it out, or someone will have to tie the cable onto it. So, it'll be fun. So,
that's great.
You want to just take the standard route?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Give me a drive check. Groundcraft, whatever it's called.
Groundcraft. I'll spend 2.
Okay.
3.
3 total. So you rolled a 1.
Yes, Ross.
Okay.
Ross can do math.
Yay. All right. So
So you rolled a one.
monster things.
yeah. You're basically it's getting there's a lot of mud. And the cargo, the suspension is doing well, trying to keep you upright. You can the safer path right now is higher ground, where it's rockier, or you can go basically right by the tree line, but you can't go the standard path.
So what do you think? Up high or down that way?
High ground.
Okay.
High ground.
All right, so you're down. You go quite a ways up. You're actually by the time you stop, you're overlooking it, but you're about a good 80 meters above the watering hole and about 300 meters away. So it's a bit of a hike, and this is this is as close as you can get from this path with this vehicle because it's so huge. Now you have plenty of cable, so you can easily. And these container modules, it doesn't matter how they're designed to survive the rigors of interstellar travel. So, like, if you can hook it onto the cable, you can winch it up.
Yeah,
it'll get banged up and stuff, but
we
like
can fast and furious this thing, no problem.
Yeah,
Maximum 10 applies.
Maximum
Everything is airdroppable at least once.
but you have to run a cable down and find the right module. You
Find the right one.
because there's a couple of them in there.
All right, you want me to stay up here and stand by the winch?
It's also getting dark at this point. Now you have spotlights on the vehicle itself.
I've got my enhanced vision.
Yeah, you got headlights.
Maybe some flares.
Yeah.
So how do you want to do this?
All right, I'll stay up
also, does anybody want to do bioscans or energy scans to look to try and figure if there are any, I don't know, creatures
Yeah,
nearby?
I'd like to do both of them.
Are there aminals here?
I'd like to do both of those things.
Okay. 0, 1, or 2?
I have the boost, which means if I spend 2, I get 1 back.
Do you have boost for both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you spend 1, you get 1 back for free. So
Well, I would like to spend 2 points on both of them.
Okay. All right. You know all. You identify the supercomputer module. It is pretty close to the bottom, and there's another container partially on top of it.
Bummer news, guys.
So that's going to be fun.
Brainwave recycler.
But you can RFID tag it. Essentially, you can so you don't have to guess which one is the right one. You know that. There's also the water filtration system is on and has powered. You also find there is a human. There's a vac suit. A corpse in a vac suit. Sort of at near the water filtration is sort of buried halfway in the wall, and basically it looks like somebody was living there in their vac suit, using it as kind of a scuba suit. And they're dead now. But there's a waterproof laptop and some other interesting things there. A little messenger or backpack kind of thing.
Guys, there's a super creepy dude.
And biosignatures, you do see there is looks like there's clearly a herd of mega elephants heading this way.
Are there any mega deer?
There is a mega deer. In fact, there's a mega deer taking a drink right now.
Looking all cute.
It's an adult. It's a stag. It's got big antlers, very sharp.
Some creature still impaled on it.
How big is this thing? Yeah.
Probably about 2.5 meters tall. So
Okay.
yeah. It's big.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You can shoot at it. You
yeah,
have a
no.
clear line of sight.
Hand turns into gun.
Yeah.
Sets to kill.
Are you going to show us how to kill a god?
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah. Yep, that's totally what I'm going to do.
All right. You have time to aim, so that gives you a +1.
Cool. And I'm going to use other things. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. All right. So, yeah, my ocular implant is activated,
Hold on.
which decreases hit difficulty by 1 on targets. So
That'll counteract the range and the
cool.
penalty. Yeah.
All right. So I'll spend.
You still have wind and stuff like that, though, because there's still a storm. So
Right.
difficulty will be a 5.
Yeah. So I've already got a +1. I'll spend another 2. And that will be a 9.
All right.
So yeah, just zipped it right through its eye.
Yeah. It's quite dead. Good job. Falls over.
I go and I cut a haunch off of it.
Well, that's you're shooting it from
It's
where.
down
Oh,
at the
At the watering hole. It's a
Well,
couple hundred meters up.
I'm making my way to the box.
All right, so that's an athletics check to climb down there.
Huh?
It's an athletics check to
right.
climb down.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
You're above it, remember? You're 82.
Right.
Here, you want to carry the cable with you?
5 on mine.
Okay.
I'll spend.
I'll give you a +1 if you take it. Take your time climbing down.
Oh, yeah, I'll take my time.
All right.
So I'll spend 1.
I'm only taking the one of spending time.
Okay, 7. So.
But I got a 6.
We need a
All right.
wingsuit.
All three of you are going
Well,
down.
no, I've got my jump jets on my feet. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, so.
I'm standing by the winch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got the cable, taking my time to climb down.
Yeah.
So what
You're joined by Dr. Iowao and Ethel, and you get to the watering hole. It's basically so you have the jungle, and then there's a tree line in the base of the mountain, and it looks like they set it down on a flat area, sort of near the base of the mountain, and they thought it was a good area to get, hey, mountain, but it turns out it's a hollow, rocky area, so there's a cave underneath, and that's why it collapsed. So basically, it's a underground cave that became
Filled up with water.
Filled up with water because they put all these heavy modules on it. So, or shipping containers, whatever you want to call it. So, but you have a map of the area, so you can all see it. There's the mega deer, but at this point, by the time you all get down there, you can see the elephants are approaching. They're at the tree line right now. They're making there's a beaten path leading up from the jungle to the edge of the watering hole on the opposite side. So,
So we're not in the path currently of the.
they would have to go around to the other side of the watering hole. So you're on this side of the watering hole. They're coming up to this side. So you would have the watering hole between you two.
Right.
So you with 0 point zoology, they may be more aggressive, but they may be calmer because it's a watering hole. They may view this as neutral ground essentially. So
Gotcha.
you hope so at least.
What
So
could possibly go wrong?
what do you want to do? Do you want to get the mega deer back to the cargo hauler, or do you want to?
I'm going to dump the cable at the water's edge. I'm going to go to the deer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lop one of its haunches off
Okay.
and hang it from a tree
Okay.
about.
Well, there's no trees here. It's a mountain area. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go stake it about 150 meters away. So that's what I'm doing.
All right. So that's what you're doing. What about you two, Dr. Iowao?
I am going to be taking the end of the cable and going into the water to attach it to the end of the shipping container that we need.
All right. Well, that's underwater. So I assume you have your vac suit on.
You assume correctly.
All right. Ethel, what about you? Are you going to go with him to accompany him, or are you going to keep watch, or what are you
Well, I was kind of thinking I'd try and, take this deer up, use the cable and attach it.
Okay. You can do that. So you hook it on there. Casey, Ethel tells you to haul it up.
Hey, man, don't eat this whole thing.
All right, so
Correction. Don't eat any of it.
Sad face.
so the mega deer
How
gets,
can you tell?
it's getting dragged across the rocks. So it's not an armored and cargo module, so it is getting a little ripped up. But what do you?
Beggars can't be choosers,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
Actually, this could attract predators up here.
Well, that was the point of staking the haunch out, but you do bring a very good point. That
I can stop it.
yeah, stop it.
okay.
And
We'll rig it. We'll rig it alongside the box. We'll
Okay.
bring the box up.
yeah, I'm saying I just do it like a couple of feet. Then whoa. No.
All
right.
So Tom, what tiger sensing devices do you have on you? You can't use the pheromones because you don't have that, and it's raining anyway. Which one do you trust? I assume you could choose which gadget. Are you going to use the heartbeat sensor or the thermal reader? Thermal reader is long range, but it's directional. Heartbeat sensor is shorter range, but it's.
I'll do the heartbeat sensor.
All right. You want to give me a sense trouble check?
I do.
Okay.
Do.
Shit.
How many are you spending?
All three I have.
All right.
8.
All right. Yeah. You look up behind you. You know, the mountain keeps going up because it's a mountain. God, there's some really good overlooks just right over you. Was that, it's dark, so you can't see there's lightning every once in a while, so you can see the outlines of the cliffs above you. And you just sworn that cliff above you, well, it had a slightly different outline. Like maybe there was some sort of quadruped looking down on
I'm
you.
getting into the truck.
All right. Yeah.
There's like just sealed doors. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a thing
Okay.
right up here.
Meanwhile, Dr. Iowa, give me that athletics check to swim down there.
Well, I'm going to spend 3 of the points that I've gotten back from my brainwave recycler.
Okay.
Everybody, for the rest of the scene, please do continue using skills.
No problem, dude.
4.
4. It's slow because you know where to go, but there's a lot of it's just imagine just taking a bunch of these like how Legos. When you just dump them in a box, they get all messy. And imagine you're swimming through that, basically. They're just all over the place. Some of them have busted open. There's just tons of little things, ship parts and, parts of vac suits. A glove hits you in the face. It's just a mess. So you're making progress, but it's slow.
The waters are turbulent.
Yeah. The waters are turbulent. It's very clear, though. I mean, the water. Well, it's very dark. You can't really see much. You just have your flashlight. I assume you have your flashlight on. So, yeah. So, you stake the deer out. At this point, you're just hanging by the water's edge.
Well,
right?
I was going to ask.
Sure.
Can I, go find that laptop that I saw?
You'd have to dive down.
Oh, probably
It's
not,
easier to
then.
reach.
I don't really have a lot of athletics.
Okay, well.
I'm more just like a beer than a doer.
Okay. I mean, it's in the water, so it would not be as hard to get to because it's off to the side. It looks like someone made an alcove away from where all the wrecked cargo modules are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, if you don't want to, that's fine. But you can definitely see the mega elephants they definitely see you at this point. And there is a large adult one.
Are they going, oh, hell no.
Kind of trumpets at the others and kind of looks back.
Like, check these assholes out.
Yeah, kind of. And but other mega elephants are coming closer. They'll be at the water's edge on the opposite side of the watering hole any minute or any second. Are you going to do anything?
I mean, are they coming around the side, or are they just coming to the water?
They're coming to the water. Again, you're here. They're right. Imagine this is the watering hole. They're coming to here. So
but it's super deep, right?
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
I just tell the others, hey guys, elephants seem to know that we're here.
Okay. They're not attacking you. They're just
Are they currently charging us?
Do I need
red?
to sense any trouble?
You can be a sense trouble check actually.
Cool. I'm gonna spend 2.
Okay.
And I have a boost in sense trouble, so
All right.
6.
You look down at the watering hole, and you can see there's a bright light coming up from it. And you realize it's his flashlight from his vac suit. And this light is really... The elephants are one of them, stabs its trunk down at where the light is coming from. And they're just really confused and irritated by this light.
Hey man, can you put a red filter on your light or something? Elephants don't like it.
Man. You're freaking
I don't know,
out,
can you?
Man.
I'm going to spend 3 preparedness.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
That would be a 5.
All right, you have one. There's going to be another check to put it on.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, don't drop it.
And don't freak out.
Yeah, I'll let you choose. let's see. If you have some sort of repair general ability, I always confuse which one is which. Let's see.
Elephants are so picky.
Well, they're mega
freaking
elephants.
idiots.
One, so let's see here.
Elephants are probably my favorite animal.
How about infiltration? Because that's generally what red light is used for is stealth.
All right, go for it.
Okay, spending 3. That's an 8.
All right, the light disappears.
Good job, man.
Elephants. Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. Yeah. All right, guys. Cool. Drink. Let's do it.
All right.
I want to see some good quality drinking from the group here.
All right, Casey,
Yeah.
your heartbeat sensor goes off.
From behind me.
Yeah, and then it goes. It disappears again.
Yeah. There's something up here by the truck.
And actually, judging from when you got 2 pings on it, and if you were to plot that out on a graph, it looks like it would be going downhill.
It's heading towards you.
Anyways,
Uh-oh.
It's like, hey, Val,
Yeah.
might be violence time soon.
Oh, good. All right. So, is it still raining enough? I can't use this pheromone.
you can't use the pheromone. You can use thermal or heartbeat.
Okay. So
I mean, technically you could have both, but you can really only focus on one at a time.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna activate thermals. And
Okay.
take a look
Let's send
around.
roll.
Yeah. I'll spend 2.
They actually have stats for xenopredators.
That'd be an 8.
All right, that is probably going to be enough. Let me just double
On
check.
any given day, the approach of a mega tiger might be considered scary.
Yeah, it probably would,
He
actually.
spent 2. Did you get whatever you need to from his 2 spend?
But luckily, David's underwater and doesn't know that.
Let's tell him there's a xenopredator heading towards him right now.
It's what? He can handle his emotions well. Oh. Dude, he's already cut on his face.
Yeah.
8? Oh, yeah, great.
Billy.
You really needed that. I mean, well, it was a 7, but yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, I do.
It's heading towards, actually, Ethel. She's closer to it than you are, because you went out, you went out to the side. So, of course, you realize you could, literally throw the haunch at it.
Right.
That would definitely drag its attention.
Literally attack it with food.
Yeah. Of course, you don't know. It's heading towards her direction, but the deer corpse is also that direction.
Right.
So you don't know if it's heading towards a deer corpse or her.
Well, it's heading in their direction. What I told them was true.
You are,
From a certain point of view.
So you see it. Or you could just shoot it. You don't know if you can drop it with
We're not going to try that just yet.
All right.
We agreed we have flares.
Yeah.
I'm going to T-Rex the motherfucker.
Okay.
So
it's a ways off from you, so you could throw a flare at it. Yeah. You don't know if it would, but you're not close enough that you can shove it in its face, but you could throw a flare at it.
Well, what I'm looking for is trying to
to rave it.
and
Okay.
then throw it at the haunch and see
Okay.
if it'll fall to light
Okay.
to the food source.
All right. Let's see here. I would athletics to make a lot of sound or a lot of motion.
Yeah.
I'd allow that.
Okay.
If you have intimidation, you could make a point spend for
I
that.
would totally do that. Yes.
All right.
Or they do the predator thing with the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what you do. Yeah.
No, I love that way more. So, no, I'm standing. Yeah, I'm standing up on a rock.
Do you put mud on you?
All right.
and then I chuck the flare.
All right, so it's definitely charging you.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, you've hooked it. Now, of course, you need to get out without going on the elephant side, because going up in dark water with limited light, it's easy to get vertigo and easy to get disoriented. So
Can't you just follow the cable?
well, you might get scraped up against another cargo module, so you could risk that if you want to.
Well, wouldn't it be easy enough for me to just hand over hand my way up the cable as opposed to just tug ride?
The car at this point, it's going through they've started to move a little. Well, you could try that actually. Yeah, it'll take you some time. So
I am making.
Do you want to do slow and safe, or do you want to do take some, or do you want to get up there quick?
Tug, please haul.
Okay, so you're gonna hope that you don't get scraped off by something. All right. So Casey, you get that sign.
Okay.
How much power are you putting into the winch?
Actually, it might be better to wait until to start hauling this thing up until the situation is resolved.
All right, we'll tell him that.
Like I'm saying, I'm gonna hold off on hauling this thing up until the possible violence situation
Hand
is
over
resolved.
hand over hand over hand over hand.
Slow or quick? Slow is free. Quick will be athletics check.
It's going to be slow.
Okay.
I don't have enough for an athletics check right now.
Well, you can always do it for free, but if you fail that, then obviously you lose your hand.
I lose my hand?
Well, you lose your handhold. Sorry.
Go ahead, climb it.
I was like, wait.
You're risking a limb.
Wait a second. Why are we tying monowire to this thing?
Anyway, so you're in the water. Ethel, you see the flare go up.
Wrap it around your
You
digits.
know, you can see what's happening.
Can I see the tiger?
Since trouble, it'll be lesser for you because it's not really. It's not trying to hide anymore, so it's a lot easier. But it's still
Okay.
a dark thing against a dark landscape.
I'm going to spend 2.
It's not burning bright yet.
And that
Yet.
means
Yet.
only 1. 2 plus 5 is 7, which makes, right?
Yeah, that would make it if it was hiding.
So I can see it.
Oh yeah, you can totally scan. It's real scary.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, you can do that.
Beaconator. Use the
I'm gonna
beaconator.
use the
He's
beaconator
like, use gun on
and
thing.
shoot it.
Wait, what are you doing? I'm trying to draw it away from you.
Well, I figure if I confuse it.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
Confuse a cat. Limited.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna spend 2.
Okay.
So it's 5.
All right, that hits. Roll damage.
1.
It just glances off. It's got armor.
Fucking hell.
Yep.
Well, now we know, man.
Yep. And it didn't even notice it, so it keeps charging
Well,
you.
it did hit. It hit though. So beaconator. So
No,
like-
Beaconator bounces off of it. So.
Oh, the beaconator bounces off of it.
Yep.
I thought I could get some information about it at least.
Nope, it doesn't penetrate. So 0 damage.
Boo.
No effect. So it's charging you.
Damn.
What are you gonna do?
I chuck the flare over towards the haunch of meat that's
Okay.
leaking blood and
All right, yeah,
smells
that's right.
all
All
over
right.
the place.
So
And
it
delicious
goes
food,
after
yes.
the haunch first. It
Yeah.
grabs the haunch.
Great.
And actually kind of it grabs the haunch and jumps into the forest. 20 meter. Yeah. So you lose
Okay,
sight
so you
of it.
punch it.
All right.
All right. Slow, yeah. Slow and steady or overdrive or like how?
Do you think this needs overdrive or slow?
Yes,
Overdrive.
I do believe overdrive is
Are you
necessary.
still holding on?
Yes.
I haven't heard from him yet. So
All right.
overdrive.
Athletics check.
David's red.
Can you hold on?
Spending 2.
All right.
That's a 5.
All right. As you're being pulled, yanked up, you get scraped off the side of it, or not scraped off, but you do take a point of damage as you slam against the side and scrape along the side of the watering hole.
I was like, all right, it's coming up. It's what the shit is he doing on there?
In the words of the Earthicans, what the fuck is going on?
All right, the elephants all start trumpeting too
Unquote.
because there's a lot of disturbance in the water and there's a lot of noise.
What do you know? An apex predator also just ran by too. You know?
Yeah, no, they're not.
They're agitated.
They're a bit agitated. So, David, you've gotten to the surface. You're being dragged along the ground now. Are you going to roll off, or are you going to keep holding on?
Oh, roll off at this point, yeah.
Okay. You roll off just in time for the cargo module to start sailing by you as it's bouncing, scraping along the ground, picking up speed.
So, picture this, if you would.
Okay.
This is the movie Prometheus,
Mhm.
and I am Charlize Theron, and I am going to do the smart thing and take 3 steps to the left
Yep.
and so it will go whizzing by where I was and not run away from it where it just eventually catches up to me.
It does not smear you into the ground. Good job. So you beat you won the Prometheus.
You have defeated death.
Ethel, you see all this going on.
I would like to think that even the elephants, for once, just stop it. But just curiously watch it go by, like, okay, we got to kill them.
Yeah, the elephants are ready for battle, but they're not charging yet because they don't know what the fuck's going on. This is new. So So Ethel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start climbing the cliff.
All right, try and get back to the cargo lifter.
Yeah.
All right, give me an athletics check.
That's not gonna go well.
You're gonna take the deer carcass.
You could try and jump on top of the cargo
it's redundant
module and
chain
surf it
too.
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that won't take any athletics.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we took care of that before this started.
3.
3.
We have top men working on it.
Slow and safe or fast and
Slow and safe.
All right. Well, you're not the champion rock climber, but
Nah, man.
you didn't.
I just gotta take some time to look at the rocks.
All
They're
right.
beautiful.
So the cargo module is sailing past you. Actually, yeah, you get knocked to the ground to get out of the way. The cargo module is it's.
I just got a closer look at the rocks.
Yeah, there's this awful grinding sound as the metal is scraping against the rock.
That is totally metal.
So the apex predator grabbed the haunch and disappeared in the jungle. You don't know what it's doing next.
Okay, so I can't track it or see it anymore.
That would be another
sense
trouble check.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's probably daintily.
Can I make a geology spend to find the good handholds on this rock
That's totally what
face?
it's doing. It's got
The
its
good-
T-fork out.
Sure.
Okay,
Wait a minute. I can spend geology.
Sage.
I have
Wasting
geology.
disease?
I've also got
Might
it
be
with
bad,
the.
but it's not going to stop me.
I don't actually have to
Like
spend that point of
7
geology.
gallon-
It'll come right back to me.
All right. Well, no, you only get that back
That's
actually for gaining information. You're not gaining information. You're just using it to climb a wall.
Where are the
Well-
handholds is definitely information.
No.
I
it's
thought
not.
you didn't get it back if it was a 1 point spend. It was only if you
It's-
spent more than 1.
It doesn't specify. I can look it up. We can take it.
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't specify as far as I could tell.
I thought if you just spent 1, it was
No.
gone.
Anyway. But you two can make spends to gain a bonus to spend 3 to gain a +3 to your next climbing check, since it's rocks. And geologists have to spend time climbing rocks. Weirdly enough, you have to make a new sense trouble check. It will be lower than if it was hiding because it's in motion, but it's definitely out of. The trees are blocking your line of sight.
Sure.
You can always make a sense trouble check, even if your pool is 0.
Yeah, I know. I'm just debating everything that's happening.
Yeah, you could just turn and run. Like
Yeah.
you're stopping.
Are you
watching.
debating everything that's happened in your life up to this point? Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Aren't we all alone in the end?
I'm listening to music like, not me, I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, I had a nice cinematic idea in mind in case it was coming back, but if I can't see it, it's not.
It
coming
might
back.
be. It might be. It obviously had to stop and wheel around. It might be devouring the haunch right now.
Right.
You don't know how. Yeah, you just don't know.
I'm gonna start heading for the glyph then.
All right, then athletics.
Yep. We'll spend nothing,
Yeah.
and of course I get a 3 on the one time I don't spend. So
All right. Slow and safe
Yep.
or unsafe and fast.
I got plenty of health. I'll do unsafe.
All right. You have jet. You have those jet
X
boots.
grabs, yeah,
the
rocket feet, yeah.
Yeah, you activate those.
Yeah.
You just don't stick the landing.
Okay.
The rocks are pretty slippery.
Yeah.
So you take 4 damage as
Fuck me.
you
All right.
land on your head.
Fair enough.
Not the
Is he
best.
at the top now? Or?
He's about halfway.
Okay.
We
like
he
a
was
quarter
farther
of
out
the
than
way?
all of. He was farther out than all of you.
Where are we at?
You two. Did you? Make your new spends.
Okay. Another one?
Yeah. Well, you for your geology. Did you roll with
No.
your? Okay.
The first one was just
That's a 9.
Yeah.
spending my geology.
I think I'm up at the top.
Spending my geology, that's an 8.
Yeah. You're both at the top now.
Great.
Because you had a head start. So, okay, yeah, you need to give me a groundcraft check because you put it in overdrive, and now you need to.
Things are whining, smoking.
Yeah, you realize you don't want it to slam into your vehicle. That would be bad.
Spent 3.
All right,
4.
All right, so you slow down on the winch and you back the vehicle up so you don't, total the vehicle. That is your only way back.
It was I did good.
Did good. Good job.
I pat myself on both shoulders.
All right.
Ethel, would you care to lower a rope for Val while I provide cover fire?
Yeah, man, that sounds fine.
All right. They lower you a rope. You can give me some struggle check to see if the tiger is anywhere.
Spending 3.
Okay.
Bird.
4.
I assume you're using thermal too.
Yeah.
All right. You don't see it. You don't know if that's because it's not there or because you can't see it. Because it's gone back into stealth mode or not. Well, you do see the mega deer corpse, though. You left that behind.
How did you leave that behind?
We had that rigged. Yeah.
It was attached to the winch.
Everything was all attached.
Yeah.
How was it attached to the cable? Because the cable went
there were
under.
2 cables.
No,
I thought we'd run the one cable around it and then down.
I thought you had to unhook it. Okay, well,
it was corpse hooked to cable.
Okay,
and then me holding cable.
Yeah,
and then below that was crates on cable.
Yeah.
So
the corpse is definitely beat up, but I
okay.
got it.
All right, that's fair. So you dragged it up with the cargo module. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're Val with Ethel giving you the rope. You don't have to make a check to get up to the top. That takes you some time though.
Sure.
Hey, dude,
sure.
welcome back.
Now the cargo module. You can back up and keep. You don't have enough space to put the Megadeer corpse inside the vehicle with you.
Or just strapping it into the hood or whatever.
All right, that'll take time.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do slow and safe, you don't have to make a check. But if you want to get it done quickly, that's an athletics check.
Yeah.
And also, if someone's watching for the tiger, they can't.
I'll watch for the tiger.
All right, give me some.
I can't do anything athletic anyway. Spending 2, which means only spending 1.
4.
All right.
Yeah. Dude, I flew battleships during the war.
So that's 3.
I can fend off predators.
3 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I don't see anything, man. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
All right. You put it on there, and I assume you want to get out of there at great speed.
I do.
All right.
I'll spend the last of my ground craft.
All right.
Let's rock, man. Get it? Rock.
4.
4. All right. That's enough. You take the same path. You can all hear the horrible grinding sound of the cargo module. It's getting scratched up, but these things are heavily armored. It's fine.
That's pretty much our mantra. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, please hold still. It's easier for me to stitch your wounds if you are not moving.
Yeah. Talk to him.
I don't recommend doing that right now.
How many hit points do you have?
I have 6. I've lost 4.
Okay.
Wait, why don't
I just need to spend 2 medic to get those back.
Nice.
Or why don't we wait till we get back there so you can do it on solid ground?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Why don't we wait until we get back so that I don't have to stitch him up while the tiger attacks us?
It's fine. Wait, haven't we determined this? It's fine.
So,
No balls. Look in the rearview mirror.
I don't want to. No, thank you. I'm good. It's wait, stop living in the past.
well,
It's back there.
Actually, since with your zoology, you realize that horrible grinding sound might be keeping the tiger away. It might,
or maybe
It's okay, man. Tigers don't like.
So this really is the Fifth Fast and the Furious. We're
So
we're using the damn thing as a weapon now.
So it's essentially janky it up a little bit. Make sure it makes a little more noise.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not like the supercomputer in the cargo module.
It's Ross.
Oh yeah,
It's fine.
So you all get back. They have a cargo bay. You all just drive into that, and let's hear Calbat is like, "Yay, fresh meat!"
Actually, I know just what you mean.
Okay,
Fresh meat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I thought it was your other character who was the Gormelon.
Oh no!
They
All of our species are all about
okay.
eating, but no, the other one's the one who I'm going to send him a piece of this.
Okay, so if you ever meet physically again, so
I'll send a package.
You hope with your 0 points, you hope you didn't lure the tiger here, because it might be waiting outside. So
You guys should probably be careful about tigers, but tigers also don't like noises, so it's probably fine.
Poor flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Well, the flamethrowers only cover the catwalk, which of course is the only place they step out. But you can't be on the catwalk when the flamethrowers are going off. Weirdly enough,
Shocking.
If we wanted to find the appropriate anti-tiger, what we would need to do is get ancient Earthican dubstep, as it covers a multitude of sounds at once.
So at this point, the grad students and Dr. Yama get to work feverishly, taking the cargo module armor plating off and revealing a powerful supercomputer system with power reactor. They plug it in and it turns on, and they start running tests
Got mail.
on the sphere. She says, thank God, I guess we... Are any of you... I hate to be a bother, but could any of you cook? I mean, if I asked one of my grad students to do it, then that's...
Would there be... there's no skill, but...
If you say your character's a good cook, they're a good cook. I mean,
I'll say it.
Okay. All right.
As am I.
Yeah. You can, how are you going to prepare the...
Okay, the beauty of the universe.
I'll tell you what, I'll prepare the meat, you prepare all the other fixings, because I pretty much... Because all I can eat is meat.
Vegetation on this planet is not palatable.
I'm sure they have some other things you can
I
prepare.
don't think they say that they can't eat. I mean, that you...
Well, okay, if it's dead, if you cook the vegetation, then it's not growing.
They don't say that they're exclusively carnivores in the thing. But I mean, that's fine if that's how you're role-playing it. But canonically, I think they could eat plants if they wanted to.
But, ew.
All right, so if you're preparing the mega deer, how are you going to serve it? Is there going to be steaks, burgers, stew, steaks? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They have some seasoning, so you get to work on that as they get to work on the analysis. It's a whole montage. It'll take them some time.
Picture Ratatouille.
Huh?
Picture Ratatouille.
Exactly, yeah. Plus, super science going on.
Plus super science.
Yeah. Tesla coils crackling.
Party in the front, business in the back.
So that's taking some time.
Yeah, and the bug has an apron.
As you're waiting,
Devour the cook.
the rest of you, you get a hail from Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Sam, Gary.
Hey,
What's up, dude?
y'all, everyone alive down there?
Gary, come on, man.
It's us.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Did you get the memo?
Oh, okay. Well,
How are you?
I'm just, hanging out in this hanging on to this asteroid.
Hey, you want us to bring you some deer steak?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Also, this signal you're sending out isn't going to be attract attention, is it?
Oh no, it should be fine.
Oh.
Well, I'm just picking up more traffic. It looks like a system. Some ship came in from the warp. I can't I only got passive sensors. I can't actually do it. But there's at least one ship came here.
Gary, did it look like a junker?
I can't tell. I can only I know something entered in from the warp, but that's about it.
Good to know.
And there's some sort of... I haven't listened to it yet, but there's some sort of automated signal, a new one.
Please put it through.
Okay. All right. You get a blast of J-pop music and it's like, "Hi, everyone, this is Idol from the Monarchs. I know everyone's excited to see me or to hear from me. I just want to let you know that we have confirmation that our bounty is here. Isn't that great? The ship, it's called the Holiday. I know I want a holiday. Yay! And if they would be ever so nice to, if they would so kindly give us our bounty, the thing that they stole, oh, naughty, naughty, we'll let them go.
I want to eat her face.
But if you don't, we'll be watching the warp corridor, so you can't leave the system without dealing with us.
I'm gonna get her.
As a navigator, you know that's not. She's what you would have a chance to get by her, but Like, it's not guaranteed she could blockade you, but she's definitely watching the avenue out. Like, there's basically the way they call them warp corridors in the game setting. So it's like certain places that you have to go through to get to hit faster than light speeds. So she knows they're basically like it sounds like they're laying in wait an ambush for you. So you can try and get past her, but yeah. So that's something to deal with. But yeah, that's. Are you guys going to be doing anything else while you're eating your mega deer steaks?
I'll be studying charts of the system.
Okay.
Kind of like just like how could we approach here?
So one thing in space combat is you have to declare what your goal is once you decide to do it, and there's different types of goals that you can do. So the basic goals are, one is obviously escape. Let's see here. One is data scrape, which is escaping above but also hacking their systems to gain information about them. Rake is to escape but also shooting them, blowing them up a little bit. Then you could also, or you don't want to escape, you could try and disable weapons, disable engines, slash, which is doing severe damage to the enemy vessel, and escape and harming its occupants. Rake is dealing damage, but not as much. Cripple is take weapons and propulsion offline. Cripple for towing. Cripple for boarding, and then destroy. And they're cumulatively harder. So basically the way it works in ship combat is you choose your goal and then you build up points to achieve that goal. So like escape is 6 points, destroys 21 points.
I'd be okay just to escape. But yeah, you're the gunner. Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, my job is just to like keep us alive and disable threats. So whatever the goal is, I just serve it. So, I mean,
yeah, they're just.
I would definitely rather destroy them, but on the flip side, like that seems like that might be unreasonable considering what our current goals are. So
yeah, no, that's right.
Maybe escape with a disable or something like that. One of those objectives.
Yeah.
So that they don't immediately chase us might be a good compromise. But
yeah, I'd love to see her bubbly attitude. Like, it's okay, guys, we'll get them the next time.
Yeah.
Like, now, so one of our crew is going to have to die for failing.
So, you find it also interesting that they're not just attacking the research station, because that you can scan from orbit, and it's the only place on the planet you guys could be at if you're on the planet. So it's kind of interesting that they're not attacking you from there.
Right.
But a research station like this has good comms, and there would be no way for if they attack the research station. The research station is not armored enough to defend it, but they'd be able to say, "Hey, the monarchs are attacking us." So
yeah,
they're obviously trying to stay on the down low, or at least not get put on an intergalactic, wanted list. Attacking people who stole an alien artifact—that's different than attacking a legitimate research station. So, but you did bring back additional food, so you don't have to worry about everyone starving. So that's good.
So we're gonna have hey, thanks guys. This is our gift from us to you.
I want to be kind of hovering out of the way with all this research going on. I'm very interested in it.
Okay. Do you want to make any spins to help figure it out?
I mean, I don't know that. I don't know that I have very much that I could spend, but I have Vosmal culture, astronomy, chemistry, data retrieval, and decryption. And then signatures of things.
Decryption would work.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend.
All right. So you help them. The sphere is actually some kind of super armored supercomputer with nano self-replication technology. It's very advanced. It's got its own power source. It's there's tons of technobabble going around. But she Dr. Yama, you kind of help her figure out one. She managed to pulls up with the records of the consortium. and finds out that there were precursor species and civilizations before the Combine, before all these species showed up, a long time ago, and then they all disappeared and went extinct, and then the Combine showed up. So it's Dr. Yum has a personal theory that there's a cycle of civilizations rising and then collapsing throughout the galaxy. But evidence of the previous cycles is systematically erased. And the Boogie Conundrum is obviously part of it. That's her theory. So there are precursor equivalents of all of the 7 major species, including the let's see here, Kutchthunk. Yeah, the bugs. So she tells you this is connected to a precursor species of an insect species that has some sort of relationship with amynitids. And at that point, you kind of freak out a little bit.
Me?
Yeah, the amynitids are your species sort of it's genetically bred into you to be afraid of these things. So you know exactly what they are. They're essentially an enormous space wasp, about 5 meters long, that swarms in the trillions and just eats planets and everything on them. They have art of them.
Wow, they really couldn't make wasps any more dickish, could they?
Yeah.
I mean, like you had to try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Trillions of...
some biologists believe that your species, Tom, your species, is ability to reincarnate into new bodies is an evolutionary defense mechanism to deal with your planets being wiped out by these minotids. Yeah.
Fuck.
So the working theory is that this sphere is connected to the minotids, and she says, I believe this is devices that can either, because they're still around, their swarms still show up and eat planets. I believe that this is a device either to summon them or repel them. Or maybe it can do both.
One of the two.
Or maybe it can do both, depending on how it is calibrated. But we have sufficient evidence that it can do this. And you say it did emit a signal while it was on Abundance 5.
It did.
A signal that because the people breached that sphere containing the signal must have been sent out past the solar system. So, logically, there would be a risk of that summoning a minotid swarm on Abundance 5.
Well, that'd be bad.
Removing it could summon a minotid sword, or
maybe it already has, or maybe it was emitting a signal to keep them from coming, and by removing it, you have summoned.
We turn it off.
So you either turned it on or off, and either was or was not repelling a swarm.
Oh, is that it? Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
But you should return. I believe there would be another structure on the planet, on the polar ice cap, that would be like a receiving dish. And I believe with that, with this data that I have, I'm working a hypothesis on this tablet here. If you can find a structure, here's the one that we found on the other planet. And if my theory holds correct, this you should find an identical structure on Abundance 5. And if that is correct, then this program should be able to tell you what signal it is emitting, and then if it is emitting the summoning signal, you should be able to reverse it. And if it stops sending the repelling signal, you could turn it back on. So,
all right,
if it's the structure is identical and intact, and you get there in time,
right?
So,
Well,
I know this wasn't the best
enlightening.
news to receive.
This has been like super enlightening, Doc. Thanks.
Yes.
But like also shit.
Yeah.
Super
But
shit.
like, we know more, you know?
Yes, this tablet has all the information on it. It should be able to give you a great deal more information. In fact, I would go myself, but I'm contractually bound here. Please, you could take one of my grad students to help you. Natasha or Calvert, or there's
They
two
signed
other
waivers.
names.
Yeah.
You know,
You,
Give all the
grad student
interns
number
Glock.
3.
No,
What is your
no, they
name?
just share one. They
Yeah.
all share just the same one.
yeah. Do you want to take a grad student with you?
Yeah. Why not? Let's just collect a happy little family in the car.
I think
go
it'd
home.
be fun.
Colby needs a friend.
And Gary.
I'm scared of you.
Gary and Colby. They're like, they need a best bud to round out.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah, we'll take Natasha.
just so you know, Tom. The Minotids are the devil figure in your ancient mythology. It's always an enormous wasp. Mass die-offs punctuate its history. Biologists hypothesize the ability to migrate consciousness into new larval bodies evolved as a mechanism against mass Minotid attacks. It is true that Minotids will devour every life form on a planet except for larval Chikthik. Many other people... the other major peoples only came into contact with the Minotids after they made contact with your people, Tom. So,
Well, they don't need to know, but I don't need to bring that up with them.
yeah.
So what were the names of the 2 named grad students? There was Natasha
and
and...
Calvet.
Calbat. And
Calbat.
Calbat is a Durug, which is the short ones who can phase through things.
I
I
said
would
let's get
suggest that we take
Natasha.
Cal-
I haven't described either of the other two, so you can pick their species and names. So you want them
simply
to...
because between the 2, I think that Natasha is less emotionally well equipped to deal with a drunk and a drunk exhibitionist,
What
as
if there's-
Mr. Colby has turned out to be.
But what if there's like an intern named Mary?
I would lean against that one as well.
Mary and Gary, that's fun though.
Would one of you be willing to be named Mary?
You named the third one. Hey, I'm Mary. How you doing? What, did somebody? Did you want me? I mean,
Let's bring Mary.
Yeah. Human female.
yep, sure. Yeah, I said you could describe it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want a human woman named Mary, that's fine.
Do you want her to be human?
Yeah, totally.
It doesn't have to be human. You could
Dude, like Gary needs a friend. Maybe we can breed them.
Whoa.
I
That's-
knew it was going there.
Mary's
I
like,
did
don't
nothing
know.
to stop
I
this.
well, thank you.
kind of
for
like
this.
Tavok.
On one hand, I am terrified. On the other hand,
that's good.
too, this would be great. This would be great for my career. So I feel it balances out.
Are you still in school?
Yeah, I'm a grad student.
That's good.
That's literally the first thing you should know about me.
Well, this should
That's actually the only thing you should know about me.
Like
Well,
that's
this-
how I was introduced to you.
this should be good for credit.
Guys, I think we should make her a Tavok.
Okay.
Why?
Because
Big armadillo.
Shooty.
person.
She's a grad student.
grad student, not a
Smart
stormtrooper.
shooter.
Are you saying Taviks can't be grad students?
I'm just
That
no.
would
I'm
be
not
a
saying
very
Taviks can't be grad students. I'm saying Taviks or grad students don't tend to be stormtroopers too.
by default, they are calm, centered, and even somewhat sleepy.
Right. I'm not. I'm arguing your logic of shooting, not your logic of this is a good species for us to have.
I know she'd say like, "I'm coming." No, I've never touched a gun.
No, Mary is.
And typical Taviks are beings of few words, which we just learned Mary's name
Yeah.
moments ago because she was
I
so
don't know.
quiet.
She seems so bubbly to me.
I'm fine. I'm fine with the species choice, just
All right.
not the logic.
All right, so Mary the Tavik.
Yeah. Very the topic.
Yeah, no one can pronounce my real name. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
because Tavik names are always 2 syllables long, following a consonant vowel consonant pattern.
Yeah.
So we just call her Mary.
Yeah. So
Should we try and figure out what that would actually
Mary's
look like?
basically
Because Mary fits the consonant vowel thing. It's just short.
Well, actually, it's like essentially, we hear a real name like "bless you."
she's also really into human culture. She's basically like a weeaboo, but only for humans.
Great. No.
Yeah.
She's going to have tons of fun with Colby and Gary.
There's a reason why she came to a death planet. Let's just say that.
Nobody ever comes to death planets for fun.
So
Except for a very select
Suitable drive scientific inquiry.
Yep.
It's fine.
So she is with you guys. So to get back to the shuttle, you want that. Well, actually, you don't have to worry about the vegetation. They got the flamethrowers.
That's right, they did. We made Natasha load them up.
Yep.
She grabbed
So
those.
you got to wait for
We inspired her to me.
the flamethrowers
better
clear off
person
all the
now.
vegetation. So now you just have to you can just walk out there.
Sweet.
It's like playing the Peter and the Wolf theme too.
Yeah.
Pulling our giant golden sphere.
Yep. So you get on there.
So the question is, what do we want to do with this thing now?
Take it back to the
I
planet.
suggest that we
I mean-
continue to look for Tiger as we are heading to the ship.
Yeah.
On
So I'm
the
going to
off
make a
chance
sense
that it has followed
trouble
us.
check.
Oh, shit.
I
Yeah.
was it. Oh, okay.
Spin 2.
You can do it.
Oof. No, 3.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can anyone else make a roll?
Nope.
Not how this works. Not how any of this works.
Yep. He cleared the way, and you trust him.
I trust him implicitly.
So let's see if the tiger is hungry.
Damn it.
Odd or even?
You're going to do that to me.
Yeah.
Odd.
Odd. All right.
Like
You're going first, right?
Yeah, I'm going first.
Hey,
Are you
everything's-
running or are you walking?
I'm walking
All
because
right.
as far as I know, it's fine. Everything's fine. on
Everything
this
is fine.
death ball of a planet.
Is everyone else following along?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Like,
All right, you all
I'm
get
there.
there. The tiger was gone.
You look disappointed.
Not as disappointed as when he went back to back crit successes in that
Yeah.
in the red markets.
so right now, the tiger's on his back, just pawing the air.
He's just a little hungry.
Yeah, I mean, it was just peckish.
Yeah.
A nice mega deer haunch.
A mite peckish.
Yeah.
Or maybe just like a brief, like he sees us, like
Or it was scared of the grindy sound, so yeah.
There was a grindy
Yeah.
sound.
There
No, the
was-
tiger just
Rig up some of those windmills. What movie is that where they rig up the windmills and make the nasty noise?
I don't know.
soldier.
Anyway.
Soldier,
Anyways,
yes, but not the one I was
So
thinking of.
you need to get the shuttlecraft back to the holiday pilot.
Yeah, I'm ready to do that.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready to rock?
Born ready.
So you might want to make that shuttlecraft check.
The universe
Oh, you
is
think?
never not
Is that what I
ready.
should do, Ross?
If you-
Do you have any other suggestions, Ross?
wow.
I'll spend the rest of it.
Don't piss off the GM.
No, this is how we communicate. 4.
Okay.
It's a good thing I spent 3.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You get back, but you're not. You're a little, I guess, detectable.
Dude, I just saw my
wee bit
I just saw
detectable.
my Satan, okay?
Yeah.
Someone just mentioned my Satan.
Yeah, and the artifact may be a Satan summoner. So.
I'm like, can we at least just throw a blanket over this thing? I just don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
Also, would someone else push it from now on? I'm sorry.
So you went from death metal to being a poor Catholic schoolboy in a fucking Hot Topic shop.
Oh no, I'm still listening to death metal. Also, I don't go clothing shopping.
So as soon as you get back on your ship, you're being hailed.
Because of course we are.
So space etiquette is that you can try and negotiate these things. You don't have to fight per se.
Well, you're our negotiator.
All right.
I can
Well,
always take a crack at negotiating.
Like,
what is your negotiating?
Firing at them with the whomper the second that they decloak is not considered.
or are you more
Can I-
thinking?
I strongly beg to disagree.
I have impersonate.
All right.
Might I suggest
Can I
you start
pretend
with the
to be
knuckle buster?
Dr. Yama?
To what end?
To if they're like are like, hey, we know it's you, be like, this is Dr. Yama. We are
Then they'll be like,
Right.
"Why are you on the ship?"
because we're going to get refueling
Or I guess-
supplies.
I guess we-
supplies are dwindling below.
All right, give me.
acceptable
Or let's
that's a
roll-
general ability,
we
right?
could, we could
Yes.
also, or I guess we
All
could
right.
also play a bunch of hellish sounds like, "Oh God, the thing opened up! It's open to another
Wait, no,
dimension."
impersonate's a investigative. It's not general.
Oh yeah, it's investigative.
Okay,
Investigative.
it is. All right.
So you don't roll.
So you
Oh, I
just
don't roll. I
spend.
just
Yeah,
spend.
you don't roll.
Okay, so I spend 1. I only have 1.
Oh, Dr. Lin Yama.
And I can also spend bureaucracy if that will help.
Well, you Idol believes you for now. Dr. Lin Yama, did you know you're harboring? Are you're could be charged with conspiracy for grand theft alien artifact?
God, that'd be a good game.
I didn't steal anything.
But you're an accomplice after the fact.
We need
Grand
supplies. We are
Grand
out of
Theft Alien.
supplies. We have no more
GTA.
But
supplies.
the crew of the Holiday is currently wanted for...
The crew of the Holiday is still down on the planet.
Oh, are they? So they would trust you, all of them?
No. I have the pilot.
The pilot? KC?
Yes.
Good. You won't mind holding him while we come and board your ship?
I don't have time for you to come and board my ship. I have to go get
We
supplies.
have a bounty.
My people are starving down there. I don't care about your bounty. My people are starving.
We are coming to board your ship.
You're not coming to board my ship.
Yes, we are.
Play mind games. But you're not.
Who is Censors?
I think it's me.
Actually, no. We can have Gary. He's got naval tactics.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I'm comms. I don't know if that's...
Yeah. That's communications intercept. Gary says, they're coming towards us. We should,
Let's get out of here, guys.
plot a course to get out of here.
Sure.
They're moving to intercept.
Ready to blow.
You're trying to leave the system. Doesn't sound like you're,
Yeah, because have you looked around? There's no food here.
Yeah, but we're
If
still
there
picking up-
was, we wouldn't have this problem, would we?
Dr. Yama, are you really Dr. Yama?
Yes, I'm Dr. Yama. Do I sound anything like any of these crew members?
I don't know what they sound like. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, trust me, I don't.
Fairy duster.
Yeah.
How far range are they?
All right, so you're
Essentially, we're trying to flee.
all right. Well, then it's combat. So
Okay. So let's open up with the fairy duster.
yeah. All right. Well, we have to explain combat. So
Sure.
combat is different. It's different than other things because it's a multi-phase thing.
Man.
And let's see here. So you have multiple stats on your. Let's see here. You have output 16. They have output 16. And then you have output 14. And let's see here. 1. -1. All right. So the way it works first is you declare goals, obviously.
Excuse me.
And obviously, neither of you were surprised because you made your spend. You recognize that they're a gang; they're coming after you. So you determine you're trying to escape. They're going to try and cripple for boarding. Actually, no, they're going to try and disable engine. They can cripple for boarding later. So if they get you, they can renegotiate after they disable your engine. So determine initiative is the next step. Neither side has surprise. Let's see here. Tracking for. Let's see here. All right. So it goes through. Okay. So maneuvering. They both have 0. All right. Who has helm control?
That's me.
Tom, you can spend 1 helm control to go first if you want.
I will.
All right. So the ship with initiative goes first. So then launch an attack. Now here's the thing: there's 4 types of attack: fire, maneuver, override, and trick bag. Trick bag is basically override, or maneuver is pure piloting. Doing barrel rolls. Trick bag is using naval tactics to come up with technobabble to override their systems and things like that. So that's like counter hacking and stuff like that. Hailing is more specific. Yeah. The difference between... Oh, no, here it is. Firing weapons, maneuvering, trying to override the opposing ship's internal communications, or deploying unexpected tactical tricks to confuse the enemy. That's trick bag. unexpected tactical tricks. So that's things like
the fairy duster falls into that.
Yeah, the fairy duster. So yeah. So here's this thing: you have to choose one attack mode, but if you choose, you have to use all 4 attack modes before you can use the other one again. If you use the same attack mode before you use all 4 attack modes, this is called egging, and this means you're becoming very predictable, and the enemy gains a big bonus against you. So you want to use all 4 before you use any one again. So you only get 1 of each. So now your ship has 0 modifiers on on everything. It's balanced.
Right.
So the enemy basically has it's worse at dish taking, fire, maneuver, and better at override and trick bag. Okay. So you have to determine which one in which order you want to do these.
I say trick bag first. Hit 'em with the confusing sensors, then maneuver, then fire, and then what's the last one?
So, this is naval tactics versus naval tactics for trick bag. So, I'll do that first. Trick bag. Alright, so that's Gary. Gary has 6 pools, and you also have output. Output your output is 14. That means that's a basic bonus pool for your entire ship. Anyone can use it. That's in your ship stats. Just to explain your ship stats. Let's see here. The runner is easy to do. So, you're equally good at firing, maneuvering, overriding, and tricks, whether you're dishing or taking it. So that's easy. But your output is 14. That's a 14 dice pool you can use for anything. But it doesn't renew until the end of the combat. Okay? And your upkeep is how much it costs. The cargo and the condition won't apply because condition is basically a penalty to how hard it is to repair your ship. So, all right. So he is going to spend 2 points on his pool, and let me keep track of how much she does. He has. I'll say they have. I have to look this up. I know he has 8 in that, so he's going to spend 2, so he's down to 6. All right, so he's spending 2. So who's going to roll for Gary?
I guess I will.
All right. Gary has 6 points in naval tactics. You can also spend output. How many points do you want to spend?
I would like to spend a total of 4, I believe.
Okay.
Because we really want to make this roll.
Yeah. No. Well, it's going to be multiple rolls. So, I'll explain. We'll do this one thing at a time. Anyways. All right. So I spent 2, so I got 7.
I spent 4, so I also got 7.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. +1, you were the attacker. There's basically a thing for skirmish point awards. If you're looking at the book, it's on page 89.
Okay.
+1 if the winner exceeded by the lost showdown title. Let's see here. What happens if it's even? I like that. That was the first fucking time we do this. Let's see here. Should attack mode during combat, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Oh wait, so you're doing trick bag. Oh, okay. So, you got 1. Let's see here. I'll say
we were up by 1.
Doesn't say what manner. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't.
So if it's a duel and it's trick bag, they are better at trick bag, aren't they?
Yeah, they are better. That's once you determine. I would say I guess it doesn't say what happens in a tie, so I'm just going to say reroll. Same points.
Okay.
So 2 versus 4. So you beat them by 2. So because we both rolled 6s.
10 over 8.
All right. So you were the winner. Or no, you. Let's see here. The winner always gets 1. So you got 1. You got another 1 for being the attacker. Mm-hmm. So that's a total of 2.
And we need 6 to escape.
No, well, +1 if the winner exceeded the loser showdown by 2 or more.
Which
So
we
that's
did.
3. Do not egg it.
No surprise, you
No
said.
surprise. +1 if at least one combatant is already within 3 of reaching the goal. Nope. So it's a total of 3. -1 because they have -1 on taking trick back, so it goes down to 2.
Okay.
So they're better at dealing with that.
Right.
So
But we're going to 6.
yeah, you need 6 points.
Okay.
So you got 2.
Yes.
And the thing is, there is a penalty for rocking it. If the account is 3 or more, a ship is rocked. That's when the ship literally rocks. It's like in Star Trek, and there's control panels exploding, and everyone has to make checks to not take damage.
Right.
So, anyways, so you won by 2. So good job. Now they're gonna go, and let's see here. What are they going to do? They didn't like that, so they're going to fire weapons at you.
Weapons.
And, sorry, let me.
Is it basic weapons or is it trick bag weapons?
They're choosing fire. That's the attack they're doing right now.
That's
Okay.
the regular weapon.
So what does the fairy duster do for firing?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I think-
What does Fairy Duster
Yes, that's correct. So when you win a trick bag showdown, enemy ship's output drops by 3.
do? Okay, so their output goes down from 16 to 13. That's their bonus pool. I didn't use it for that first one, but it went down by 3.
Huh?
So, which is good, because they're definitely going to make a big spend of it now, because you don't like you guys very much. Because you just hacksered through Gibson. There we go. Alright.
What an asshole.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just writing down their stats. So
OMG.
I know, I'm a monster. Why? Let's see here. Alright, so, firing, it's always the, let's see here. It's battle console versus battle console. So their gunner is spending, let's say, 2 points, and they're also spending 3 points from output.
Okay.
So to give themselves a +5 to their roll.
All right.
This one's on you.
Yep. Now, Ross,
I would
real quick,
suggest-
before we go too deep into this. So, description on the Wamper, this apparatus modifies your attack arrays so that your attacks emit an energy damping field on impact. When you win a fire showdown, the enemy ship output drops by 3. So it says when you win a fire showdown. Does that imply our turn or just any turn?
Any turn.
Let me double check.
If we win the showdown. It's
Yeah.
harder to win on our turn because the attacker gets a +1.
Right.
What's that called again?
The Wamper.
I'll double check on the full readout. That is an excellent question. This is exciting podcasting.
Oh, it is. Because we're like right on the edge of our seats because we saw them get rocked by our fairy duster, which for some reason I picture as making a twing sound whenever we fire it.
Yeah. I think that makes sense canonically.
Here it is. Let's see here. When you win a fire? Yeah. Yeah, so even when you're defending.
Cool. Then I will spend 6 from Battle Console.
+2 from the general pool.
Okay.
From output?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So you're spending all of your battle. How much battle console do you have
I got 10.
So you have 4 left. Okay.
Yeah, I still got 4 left. All right.
So our general pool is down to 16 now. Or, sorry, 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Subtract, not add.
6.
9.
All right.
Womp. So yeah, that'll drop their output by 3.
Let's see here. If the winner exceeded those by 2 or more, so you got 1 for that.
Yep.
And
that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're up at 3, and they go down to 7. All right.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So that was their fire. That didn't work out for well. You outshot them. Good
Yep.
job.
We only need 6, right?
No.
Press advantage. I'll shoot him.
Well, that would be egging it. You have to.
Wait,
is
I
it?
thought.
Yeah. Well, oh no, you haven't shot
No,
yet.
we
That's
haven't
right.
shot yet.
Okay, so you're shooting now.
Sweet. Yeah. So I'll spend the remaining 4 of mine,
I would say +2 from the general.
and then another 2 from the general, so it's a +6 total for me.
All right.
And remember, their output is down by 3.
Yeah.
From,
I
There,
got that.
You got it. They're at 7.
All right. He'll spend 4 and 3, so he'll spend 7.
Okay.
Is that how many you're spending?
I spent 6, but yeah, close enough, I guess.
Yep.
I overspent on you, so
Yep.
makes sense.
Well, yeah, they want to win this fight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They haven't won a single exchange.
That's 12 for me.
12? Jesus.
Yeah.
9. So.
All right, so 1 for attacker, 1 because I exceeded by 2,
Yep.
1 because we are within 3 skirmish points of our goal.
That
Yep.
gives us 6.
Yeah, well,
All right.
that wins it for us. And then, not that it matters, but they lose another 3 from their output because Walker.
So yeah, you managed to escape. Their ship is still intact, though. It's easy to get away. Now
I pop a custom design flare that's in the shape of a, of a human middle digit as we fly by.
Goodbye, bitches.
The ship has not been degraded. All right, so here it goes. Escape result. At the end of it, you evade the ship. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, you managed to get to warp, so you managed to get away. So good
We
job. So where are you heading?
Back to Cowboy World, yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Anybody disagree?
No, that's
I mean,
Well-
we don't want to summon demon wasps from the spawns of Bugman's hell, so...
We definitely do not.
All right.
And if we return the sphere and we point out that what we did was research the safety of the sphere, we are no longer thieves and we are in fact saviors.
All right.
I see no problem with the plan.
Of course, you
whatsoever.
have not disabled their ship, so the monarchs will probably...
Of course they will.
Yeah. will probably be chasing after you. It will take them some time to reacquire your signal.
Yeah.
Although, since their output is down, does that mean that since they've been...
Their ship was never... I think actually, no, you got 3, right? So yeah, you did rock them.
Yeah, we did.
So just to... Let's find out what that is.
Yeah.
Well, I know what it does. Well, rocking is basically all right. So, it was 3 or more this last time, right? It was so first, each character on the rock ship makes an athletics check against difficulty 4, and those who fail the test take 1 die of damage. So they'll get banged up from that.
Okay.
Even if they took the full damage, I think all of them would still be up. Well, not going to get killed by that. Damage report. Then the crew of the winning ship chooses one of the rock ship's 8 specs to degrade by 1 point. If it's so there are 8 stats. There's 4. So it's basically the 4 tactics, and then either dishing it or taking it.
Right.
So positive numbers are good in this one. Negative numbers are good in this one.
Okay.
So
let's take away their trick bag negative, yeah?
okay. So now it's 0.
Yeah.
All right. So now they're worse at receiving trick bags. So their tactical arrays go down, so they can't. So they're next time you face them, their ship.
How can a ship that small have that many guns?
Yeah, we didn't get into the techno babble for it, but you fired the photon, grenade.
We rerouted the deflector dish.
Yep, there we go. So you managed to get away.
Hyperlink coil.
Yeah. So obviously, that was good.
And then we also...
That's kind of fun. I like this.
Yeah.
The space combat system. That's actually kind
Store
of fun.
battle.
Next time, of course, you won't be trying to escape. Probably because it's easier to escape than it is to
do
defend.
anything else.
Right? Yeah. No, like that. That's fair. Next time we kind of get pinned in, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll be also fun because I want to do more of that.
Yeah. We'll do more of that next time. So yeah, you guys found out what the artifact does. You still have it. Yay. So question, comment, suggestions. You guys have fun?
No, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That was
lots of
really good.
Yeah, lots of everything from this game. There was
Yeah.
a little bit of investigative and a bit of
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Adventuring and then space combat. Like, yay, space opera. We finally kind of hit the key points on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I have to say I am thoroughly going to enjoy taunting her the next time that we run into her.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to look up some suitable J-pop numbers, some of the really, really big songs, and just throw those at her.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Yeah, of course.
It's gotta be that hologram that they've programmed to like write its own music. Like,
The Vocaloid.
Yeah. You gotta get something from her.
Should we
Well,
reset all of our...
Truly
What?
truly
Should we reset
outrageous.
You reset all your personages.
And then we get a +2 for the points.
You get 2 general ability points
Which means I can get another Voss Maul ability.
Yep. All right, so we'll finish this, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.